one of our favorites. He's Josh Norman. How you doing, Josh?
Rich, what's going on, buddy? How you been, man?
I am great. I'm better for talking to you, though. It's crazy. World's nuts, Josh. World's nuts. I'll be honest with you.
Hey, I'll tell you, I was just hearing you, man. If that is true, I don't like getting people business, man. But somebody need to go pound sand. That's crazy.
Hey, seriously, like, what do you think Le'Veon Bell is thinking today? Just because, I mean, he's on Twitter. And whether it's true or not, it's out there on Twitter that his new coach and now new interim general manager might have been the one to say don't pay him.
Oh, wow. You got to go to work with that. That's crazy. I don't know, man. That's a tough position to be in. It really is. But tell me how you really feel kind of thing, you know? I say this. I'd rather see my unmasked people than the ones who are having masks, if that's the case, if that's the thing about it, you know?
What do you mean by that, Josh?
Meaning you know how to deal. Meaning you know how to deal with that person then. I mean, if that's truly how you feel and that's where you stand, then, okay, I know how to deal with you, so I'll go about that way instead of not knowing and then I found out something later and I get stabbed in my back. Like, at least I know up front what it is instead of later.
Who you got some masked people from your past you want to lay down right here now, Josh?
No, I'm just putting a thing out there, just saying, if that was the case that I was ever to be in, I'll take it into, that kind of form. But, hey, man, that's how people view things.
Josh Norman here on the Rich Eisen Show. How does Haskins look up close? We're hearing he looks dynamite, Josh.
Yeah, man, I heard the kid can go. I heard he can go, man. He's special. He's special. I think that unit there they have with bringing in from the drafting all those guys they brought in this year, cream of the crop guys. I think this is probably one of the best drafts that he had in a very long time in the franchise. So it's been pretty important to get the right guys in the building, just not any guys, but the right guys. And I think they did a good job at that.
So when Haskins was drafted, Josh, and there was a shot of him just being disappointed not disappointed, shaking his head that Daniel Jones got drafted by the Giants in front of him. And obviously the hometown team for him, Washington, takes him. How did you view that as a now teammate of Dwayne Haskins, Josh?
Well, for him, it was just one of those things like, I can't believe that. I don't know. Maybe it was talks that, he was going to the Giants or however the case may be. But when talks don't form to what truth is, then you see it. And as a player, no matter what, we have a sense of ego about it. It's like we want to get taken, high, and we want to prove where we are in the rankings. And you don't get taken that way, and you get looked at, oh, man, this is a bummer. Like, that's so disrespectful, but, hey, we're going to make you pay for it in the end. That's kind of how it was for him. I think to be able to be taking it that kind of way. I'm in the same situation, but I wasn't a first-rounder. But I got dropped all the way down to the fifth, knowing I was better than the guys that was before me. And so, therefore, it was just one of those feelings that he had that he was just like, oh, really? He takes someone else before me and the quarterback to what I've done all year and I showed and I proved myself? Okay. Well, we're going to have something for you when the next team picks me up. And so forth, we were sitting right there at 15. We was able to get him. I think it was a steal, really. I mean, the kid can flat out play, and no matter who you is or what you are, you in the big-time division 1A ball, you throwing 50 TDs. I don't give a crap who's out there. That's a lot of freaking touchdowns for anybody. So, in order to have a player like that to come in and play for us, man, it is huge. I mean, it is big time. So, who knows, man, what the kid has. I think he has a crazy, he got a crazy sky's the limit to him. So it's just, his ceiling. He got to keep pushing every day. And I think he got some great people around him that allow him to do that.
So you, Josh Norman, are in Washington with the Redskins. Landon Collins, now in Washington with the Redskins. And now Dwayne Haskins in Washington with the Redskins. What do all three of you have in common as to why you're on the Washington Redskins, do you think, Josh Norman?
Well, I know one thing that we all should have in common is to win a freaking Super Bowl. That's why I'm there. That's
I know,
the only
but
reason
no,
why I want.
no, I know, but who?
You laughing, Rich? You laughing, Rich? It ain't funny.
No, no. I believe that. I believe that. That's not what I was driving at. That's why I was laughing. Because why I'm driving at is, who's responsible, do you think, to put all three of you people in Washington, D.C., if you could guess?
No, who's responsible?
Yeah, who's the one who let you walk from Carolina and Landon Collins from the Giants and then drafted Daniel Jones instead of Haskins? Josh, who's that guy?
Oh, my God. Don't even do that. Hey, right now. Oh, my God.
Have you not put those dots? Have you not connected those dots, Josh, yet?
I mean, I think everybody in the world connected those dots. I mean, geez Louise. And we have an alliance with that guy, with everyone. Washington, I think we need to put him on salary. I think we need to put him on salary. I mean, they need to protect Dave Gettleman at all costs up in New York, for sure. Protect that man at all costs because he's winning for us.
See, that's what I figured. I mean, I just kind of triangulated that for you right there. Because obviously, if you do win a Super Bowl, the three of you guys are going to be a large reason why. Wouldn't you think, Josh?
Yeah, I would think. You know, the more players you can get, that's really good, man. The better your chances are. But the thing is, it's just all playing with each other, man, and all having a sense of urgency to go out there and compete and be at the top of our game each and every day. You know, each and every time we step on the field, just being at the top of our game, and then bringing people up to rise with you. You know, I think that's the most important thing, just the rise of it all and being there in that same midst, because we have the crew to do it. Now I feel like we got the pieces. They starting to come together. We just got to take another step as a unit, man. We got to grow up and get some things going and understand our role and try to be the best at it. And everything else will take care of itself, you know. Guys are hungrier. I feel like they're back and they're training. They're working hard. And it's just now taking the right steps and pieces put in place to be able to, get into that championship form, into the playoffs, man. Freak. I miss that thing so much. Haven't been back there in a while. Now I was just trying to get there. And once you're in the dance, anything can happen. So just trying to get there first and foremost, and then see what can we make noise in during that time, because the championship, man, is all what we strive for. I think you can ask anybody about that with me.
Now, and I love Collins too, man. I love him. I just love the way he plays. I think the two of you guys in the same secondary are going to be very difficult to handle. I truly believe that.
Oh yeah, man. He's a mix, man. He's a problem. I mean, literally, he's a problem. So the more problems we can have on our side, the better for us. And I wouldn't say necessarily for the adversaries that we face, but we're looking forward to him and what he brings to the table this year, along with other guys, but definitely a guy like him. I mean, we've been talking this offseason and getting with each other, so we're going to mix some things up and have some fun for sure.
Josh Norman, a couple minutes left with the Washington Redskins cornerback. So what else are you into? Are you still into horses, horse racing and stuff like that too, Josh, or no? You still into that?
Am I? Man, I got Delta 747. He's still out there in Greenwood, South Carolina on the range. He actually we're supposed to be riding a good bit this year coming up in June, so we're looking forward to it. The weather's going to be pretty great for it. We got. Where we at? We're almost at 30 horses now.
30?
Believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
What'd you think?
Man, we have a whole.
What'd you think about the Derby finish and how they disqualified maximum security and a monster long shot wins it all, and now neither are in the Preakness. What do you think of that, Josh?
That is crazy, right? That never probably happened in the history of that race. That was just. I don't think anybody expected that in the turning events of what happened, because, I mean, clearly shot them up, but they was racing down towards the end, and it was just like, Nobody saw that coming. Nobody saw that.
No.
Coming. The odds of that was just crazy.
Well, maybe maybe they'll change the instant replay rules now in racing, like they did in the NFL, based on the replay controversy from the NFC Championship game, and that leads me to, I guess, one of my final questions for you. What, Josh? What?
What's your final question? Because I'm just gonna say, don't do that, man. Because we're doing too much with that now.
That's what I was going to ask.
We're doing way too much with that instant replay stuff because we touching it on our level, and then it went from our level to baseball, and now you want to put it in the Kentucky Derby.
No, I was just kidding there. That was just my way of getting to replay and how you are going to be
how the defensive back.
Yes. What do you think of the new rules that somebody could challenge you for interfering with somebody after the fact, Josh?
Like I say, man, doing too much. What for? I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, we know it. It's a quick play. It's a boom, boom, boom. And, yes, something has to be done, but to replay the last 2 minutes of fourth quarter of a game that can decide whether you go or not from a tic-tac play, oh, my gosh, man. Like I said, being a defensive back is the hardest position in the league. Quarterbacks get the praise, and, yeah, don't get me wrong, their position is so extremely hard. Being back there and you got a wave of defenders coming at you and you got to complete the ball perfect every time, that's hard. I get it. But, dude, playing defensive back against the world top athletes and getting called pass interference left and right, and then you the one that the other team goes for because of a freaking play that happened that you maybe slightly tug a jersey that didn't even come in the outcome of the receiver catching a football, and they throw a flag on that? Come on, man. Like, I don't know how you do it. Like, I really don't. It never has been that way, and I've always had a mindset of playing the game the way the old guys played it. Like, the greats, the Hall of Fame greats, that's how they got there. I mean, how else would they got there? You know, they played the game physical, hard-nosed, and they played it the right way. And that's what we've been learned. Now we got to play a game to where, shoot, laundry fall on the floor every 5 minutes. It's crazy. I don't know. I don't know what to do other than just play my game. I really don't. I mean, at the end of the day, we try to do what we can to limit ourselves from mistakes, but they happen because you're so aggressive and physical. But I don't know how you play a position anymore. I really don't. My hands are tied. I just got to go out there and play my game, and hopefully, I make a, good many buddies on officials' side so I can shake their hands. But if you go to the replay booth, I don't know what you would see. It's like any given moment, I don't know if it's the chips stacked against me or not.
Well, I saw how Richard Sherman responded, Josh, which is like, hey, if we're going to get flagged with the new rules or with replay for defensive pass interference, the same intensity better be for offensive pass interference. Maybe a flag comes out and what might be a pick play gets called, buzzed down from the booth, and wipes something out in the fourth quarter too, Josh.
I mean, I feel like you have to have that. But, again, we don't make the rules. We just play with them. To enforce that, our guys that, they never played the game. But, hey, they want to make it and keep touching it and keep touching something that is already, perfect or imperfect to try to make it perfect. And that's the thing, man. And I feel like that's what we struggle with, something that is so great in this game that we've been playing for so long. I think we're trying to make it rocket science when it really is not.
Josh, you are the man. You are the best. Okay, and I don't care who tells me, even if it's Gettleman. You know what I mean?
Look at you. You call me fine, man. He's okay. He's fine. He's winning. He's winning for us right now. Okay?
No, I know.
We need to keep him on our team.
And he told me all it took was 2 snaps at the Senior Bowl, seeing you in 2012, to know that you were the draft choice for him. That's what he told me.
Bro, that's crazy. I saw something that was like they was tanking for a day. Look, I'm not into their thing, but hey, if it works for them, great. I just say this: continue to pay that man. He deserves every penny he gets. Oh my God.
Josh, take care of yourself. Let's chat again soon. Let me know when you're in LA, okay?
Absolutely, man. As always, boss. Appreciate you.
Right back at you. That's at J_no24 on Twitter.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.